All right, guys. Do my best to keep this brief. You know I'm not good at it. So I've been thinking lately, more and more, I'm starting to lean toward the direction that I should get away from my hardcore, don't give a shit about subscribers, likes, and all that shit to some extent. Now, I'm never going to be the person that's like, that's my primary goal ever. My primary goal is expressing myself and seeking truth. It's very important to me that I don't allow any sort of influence like desire to appease a crowd affect my delivery, because I see that happen all the fucking time when it comes to like influencers. That's incredibly important to me. It still remains like top priority. But as I said recently with my my shift and how I view, like, I don't get a lot of drive for like my personal shit, like when it comes to like vocation, making money. Like, I just don't really care about it. It's not important to me. And because it's not important to me, I don't really put much effort into it because I think that my energy can best be used elsewhere. But as I explained, if you shift the way you look at it, and it's not about me personally, it's about what I can do to serve a greater good with that money, just for one example, then it changes everything. And I'm currently in the process of several different plans to kind of use that desire to make some kind of a difference as like a way to change that belief that like you shouldn't be greedy, and shift it to like, again, what can I do with this? And the same way, I believe that I can do much more good if I were to not just go fucking crazy and like fucking like, subscribe, freaking freak out, like that becomes like an obsession. But it does matter to a certain extent. There is an algorithm. If I want to reach people, if I want to get messages across, which I do, then this catering only to like a handful of people that I met in a chat room isn't going to cut it. So it's a spectrum. On one end is like complete, like all you care about is fucking growing. And then on the other is like kind of how I have been. Like, I don't give a shit. I'm here to express myself. Um, we can talk about what's true or whatever. And that's that. I think that the proper line is somewhere in the middle, not to be confused with the middle ground fallacy. But in this case, I believe that is true. Yeah, those are my thoughts. I don't know how far I'm going to go. I don't know if you've noticed, I've made a couple of small little changes to how I run things usually when it comes to like publishing videos. And there's probably going to be a little bit more changes because of this new philosophy, if you will. Feel free to chime in with your opinion if you think this is a bad idea, and why, if you think that's a bad idea, or if you think it's a good idea. And if so, why? You don't have to include like elaboration as to why, but that's very helpful. I would love to hear the opinions of anyone, but especially people who follow me regularly. There's not that many of you, but you get my point. Thank you for your time.